What's up, team? All right, it has been a long time since I've done one of these kind of behind the scenes band things, but Fritz on drums, Bernadette on bass. I'll show you, she got a new one of those Sire basses, incredible. And I'm gonna play my Strat, my trusty Strat that I toured with that never fails me, hence a guitar missing on that rack right there. Let's see, I scaled back my pedal board because I'm just going simpler and simpler. I don't wanna lug around big pedal boards. Still have the Rev Head, the Mojo 112 cab. Ask any questions you want about gear. We're gonna add a new song. We're gonna start working on Mazzy Star's Fade Into You, right? 90s stuff. We got Cherub Rock. We've got Say It Ain't So by Weezer, Zombies by the Cranberries. What else do we do? God, man, this getting old stuff is hard. But just watch. I'll film a few. Oh yeah, The Cure, Just Like Heaven. Of course, we're a three-piece, so there's some challenges that come with that when you're covering songs by bands that have multi-guitar players or instrumentation, but that's part of the fun and the challenge. So I'll show you a little behind the scenes. Definitely we'll shoot some of the footage and ask us any questions you want. But the reason I want you to see this is because this is the good, bad, and ugly of what a band practice looks like. So you're just going to kind of see it all. Bernadette and I both sing, and we're in Fritz's studio in his garage. And it should be cool, man. There's nothing better in this world than playing music with others. So don't be afraid to go out and play with a friend or start a band. This band is definitely going to stick. We're going to have to pick up our practice routine a little bit, which we're all dedicated to doing. But let's see how we haven't played in a while tonight because I got ravaged by the flu. And I didn't go to band practice and get them sick. So I think I get a few points for that. And other than that, that's it. So let's head over there. I'll show you a little behind the scenes before we start. And then I'll film a few songs, wrap it up, and then I'll just keep adding to this playlist. So I think it would be a goal to maybe be playing shows by the end of summer or fall, because I want to be well rehearsed. When I go on stage, I just want to be like a machine. It has to be automatic. I don't want to be thinking about anything. So when you're singing and playing guitar, that's a compromise because it's one instrument. And a lot of you guys have been asking about that. So I'll try and shoot some side videos on here to kind of give you ways to get started with that. But it's a lot of fun once you get it. And I'm working on my vocals. My mom's a professional vocal teacher, so I should probably take some lessons from her soon. But all right, here we go. Okay, once again, here's the entrance to the studio. Fritz built this. It looks amazing. There's his kit. Got a little mixer. Bernadette's got her rig, and I'll be over here. Say hi, Fritz.
How's it going?
Here is the smaller pedal board. I just love how compact it is. There's the rev head and the cab. Let's see how we do. So Bernadette, what kind of bass is that?
It's a Sire.
Sire. And is that a particular model of like...
It's a Marcus Miller.
Marcus Miller. So how are you liking it so far?
I like it. Yeah, it's supposed to kind of be like a P bass.
Yeah, and what was so Bernadette also, guys, plays a Fender. Was your other bass a P bass or jazz bass?
It was a jazz.
So what do you think, what are like a couple of the differences between the Sire and the jazz bass that you would say right away?
Well, this has more knobs and more things. It can do more things.
I like that,
jazz.
Knobs and things.
Yeah, I'm not like a tech person.
More like tonal options, would you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's supposed to have like more like P bass. Oh, this is like PJ.
Oh,
so
that's
this
sweet.
has like, can kind of do jazz things, but not like totally
Yeah.
under, but and then P bass.
How do you like the neck on it compared to the jazz bass?
This is really nice. It actually is, I think, about the same size because this has a special narrow neck.
Oh, cool.
That's the reason why I didn't get the P bass from Fender because I really liked the jazz bass neck.
That's
so
sweet.
That has that, and it's like kind of an upgraded neck and what is this hardware stuff? Yeah.
Oh, like great. The bridge. I love I love the block, the block inlays instead of dots on the fretboard. Those are awesome.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's cool. Well, awesome. Well, thanks for sharing.
All right.
All right, so everything in here is bookmarked with chapters, so feel free to jump around. But at the beginning, that was just kind of my free-form thoughts about going into the practice. You saw a little tour of our space. I thought it'd be cool to do a little interview with Bernadette. She just got that new Sire bass, so check those out if you have any questions for her. I know we have a lot of bass players on this channel. And number one thing, don't be afraid to play music with other people. So I'm going to try and show you with this playlist that I want to show you the good, the bad, the ugly of this whole thing. you know, there's a lot of compromise that you have to do. So you're going to see us do 3 songs. I'm going to give you like a little thoughts of what happened before each one. Say It Ain't So by like Weezer. Nirvana's Man Who Sold the World. So a cover of a cover. That one we just added. It's real rough and raw. But hey, I want you to see what it's like. Cherub by the Pumpkins. Now, one of the issues that for some reason, every single song we've chosen up to this point has at least 2 guitar players. Now I'm singing and I'm playing guitar and I'm really working on my singing. Like I said, I'm probably going to take some lessons with my mom. It's like anything, you just keep practicing your craft. But when you play a guitar or play an instrument and sing, that's like its own thing. So you got to learn to do that. So that little pedal board I showed you at the beginning, the smaller pedal board, that ended up being amazing for me. I had so much less to think about, and it took me back to my days when I was touring in my band, and I had a JCM 900 head, a 412 cab. Now my rig is smaller now, but I had very few pedals, and it just was, there was only so many choices, and that's what I'm trying to get back to. And last night, I realized I could really just cut loose with my playing while still trying to manage the singing part. And my pedal board was super easy. So you didn't really get good shots of it in the video, but basically I used my DD3 delay a lot. And I basically used my Boss OD1, and then I have a JHS, which fuzz pedal is it? Oh yeah, it's the Bender. So I'd use that on the Pumpkins one. Again, everything on here is really raw. So we set the camera up, the iPhone you're watching this on right now, just did the best we could. Now, one thing I'll tell you that you can do, and I'll shoot footage of this a little better, is we're going to come into this space and we're going to do these acoustic gigs. So Fritz will just play percussion, Bernadette will DI her bass, I'll play my acoustic. What that allows you to do is it allows you to practice your vocals, because one of the biggest issues we have last night, and you're going to see, is we only had one speaker. I should have brought the other speaker over, and it's right on the edge of like overloading. We're wearing our earplugs so we're not deaf at the end. So you're trying to really hear your vocals, but we're trying to get that. So there's so many technical things that happen when you're a band, but overall it's getting there. We need to practice more. So we're going to try and get into that. Would like to do some shows by probably the fall. Like, I just will not go on stage. It's just my own personal belief, unless I know we're going to crush it. Like, it's just, I want to be at that level. So everything has to be so well rehearsed. It's just automatic, no thinking. And that's going to happen with lots of rehearsals. Okay. Oh yeah, and real quick, this is the guitar I played. I did kind of show you. This is my 97 Strat. I put Seymour Duncan little 59s. These are single coil sized humbuckers. This guitar sounds amazing. I've been playing all these new guitars, but every time I go back to this thing, this is like home. It just does the job. All right, so let's go into the first song. Again, they're all bookmarked. I'll give you the whole song. So this is Say It Ain't So by like Weezer. And what I really want you to notice on this is think about Weezer. They have 2 guitar players, and I know for a fact when Rivers is singing, like I'm doing in the song, he's playing very limited, easy parts. So I had to cover that offbeat part, right? So that takes a lot of work and a lot of figuring out. There's a lot of like structuring of the song that's going to happen. So don't not play a song because you have a 3-piece or 1 guitar and it's like a 2 guitar song. Just think of like a studio player, you know? So I think I got that worked out pretty well. Again, once I keep getting my rig more and more dialed in, I think it's really going to help. But it's just such a fun little song to play. And you'll see I'm kind of doing some of those. I do a couple of those lead fills out of the pentatonic scales, which they do. I thought those are, you know, cool little parts to have to the song. Now, let me know what you think, too. When I do the solo, I do keep pretty true to that. I think, you know, in certain songs, there's more of a loose framework, but certain solos are almost more like parts. So in this song, it's more of like a part. So if you don't stay true to it, at least the main framework, I think the song will lack a little bit there. And plus, it's just fun to play. So I think I even threw in my delay there just to give it a little bit more space. And, you know, the Boss pedals have those big old platforms to step on, so you don't have to worry about stepping on some other pedal you don't want to step on. All right, enough on that. So let's go check out Say It Ain't So by Weezer. Drop a comment, let us know. Have you ever played this song? If you want to see me do little breakdowns or like theory breakdowns of any of these songs you see, let me know and we'll do it. It'll be fun. All right, here we go. right, hopefully you enjoyed that. That song is so cool because it has the beautiful clean guitars and it has the dirty guitars. Cool little solo. I'm gonna see if I can add those little bends on the. So again, I have to figure out the framework. You got vocals, you've got the guitar parts, you got the lead guitar part, and then you see Bernadette, she's starting to add in some background vocals, and that really takes it to its next level, okay? All right, now, the next one you're gonna see here, Nirvana's cover of Man Who Sold the World. If you think about the unplugged version, you guys correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe Kurt played the acoustic with some kind of dirt pedal on it. And it gave it a certain vibe. Now, I've heard Nirvana's live version where they do it full-blown electric, and by that time, they definitely had Pat Smear in the band. Remember, he was playing on the unplugged version, I think with the guys from the Meat Puppets, so Kurt had more than one guitar player. So what you're gonna see me doing in this, and we just started playing this, is I'm trying to figure out the vocal phrasing, I'm trying to figure out the guitar parts. I'm not the chords, not the progressions, but just like little things like, oh, am I going to transition to a downstroke? Because when you're a three-piece, you have to rearrange things. So this is why it's a really good practice for you to do things like this. Take a song and rework it and see how you can make it work for you. I didn't want to like not do songs that I love and that we love because there's two guitar players. I think they sound fine. And as we keep working on this, it's only get better and better. And again, this one is raw, very rough, needs a lot of work, but I want you to see that. So as this playlist progresses, you can see how we improve. It's just like being a guitar player or a musician. Put in the work, you'll get better and have fun. It's so much fun. All right, so here's Nirvana's Man Who Sold the World, the David Bowie song. And I will say at the end, I just threw on the delay again. You guys tell me, I feel like, hold on a second here. I feel like, if you guys ever seen or if you're familiar with an EBO, the original Nirvana one, it could just be lots of sustain, almost sounds like an EBO. So that's why I kind of threw on the delay pedal there. And this one has some really interesting chords in it too. So, all right, here you go.
Shook his hand, made my way back home. I searched for common ground. Years and years I roamed. I gazed, he said. Walked on million hills, I must have died now. Who knows?
so you can clearly see that song's very rough. And again, remember too, we have the iPhone here, way back up in the corner over Fritz's head. And as we move forward, we'll figure out ways. I'm going to see if my people at Sweetwater can hook us up with a campaign where we can maybe get some gear to do more live sound and, you know, show you guys the recording process. So we're going to get a whole bunch of these covers in place. So we have a nice big foundation of songs to gel as a group, and then we'll start working on originals. I got a bunch of stuff to show them, but not yet because we need to get super tight. Now, let's go on to Cherub Rock. This is one of my favorite Pumpkin songs of all time. They're definitely one of my biggest influences, without question. And this song's got some pretty amazing parts, tons of octaves, you know, cool chord voicings, cool little changes. The solo, I stay pretty true to that. Now, if you listen to the record, if you guys know the song, drop in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. His guitar almost sounds like it's going to explode because he's doing these bends. And they've just got so much sustain on them and so many effects. Remember, they had Butch Vig, their producer, layered crazy amounts of fuzz, layers and layers of guitar. So that guitar is almost like, that solo is almost like performance art. Now, I should throw a phase 90 on the pedal, which would help. But what I did is I just threw the delay on and kind of kicked on an overdrive. I think I kicked on the plumes, which is on my pedal, with the Boss, what do I have on? Yeah, the super overdrive, which sounds great through this little rev head. And then that kind of gave me enough sustain to get those bends. So listen to that and let me know how I did on that. Again, just working out the kinks. This one we're probably the most comfortable with. We put in the most work, and we've done one session over here acoustically, and we worked on that a lot. So watch Bernadette add her vocal parts. And then the next Behind the Band, we'll try and show you some more songs that we're gonna do. Get Bernadette sings Cranberries. We do Just Like Heaven by The Cure. We'll record that. That's in a few other videos in this playlist if you wanna go back and look at that. But this playlist, this video, I gave you all 3 songs. So let us know how we do on this one. This song's super fun to play. Again, the Pumpkins now have 3 guitar players. They've got Billy James, and then the new female guitar she's amazing, Kiki, is that her name? And of course, they've got Jimmy back in the band, and then their bass player is some dude from England. Whatever happened to Darcy? She was great. Anyways, all right, here's that, and then we'll wrap it up. Let us know how we do. All right, so you got to see 3 songs, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna be as true as I can in here. Just like when you guys see me in my guitar videos and I mess up, I'm like, shank. I'm not gonna edit that stuff out. I want you to see it, all right? Life happens, so you just gotta roll with it. But again, everything I'm showing you guys in the teaching videos, this is how it manifests into a performance situation. And just remember, your bedroom playing muscle is way, way, way different than your playing muscle with other musicians in like live situations. So, if I can close out one thought before this video ends, it's that I really, really want you to try and play music with somebody else. Just put up a message at a coffee shop. Just find little ways to meet other musicians. Like my neighbor is an older guy, Mike, and he plays guitar. He's teaching older people at the library how to play music. And I think that's amazing. So you can meet people in groups like that. Just be confident in yourself. Keep coming back here. Let me give you the tools. And trust me, I'm trying to get better just like you. And you need to kind of see me in some of my weak spots right now. I'm trying to get better vocally. I'm trying to figure out the guitar with the singing part better. I've been doing it for years, of course. But you're not going to get better at anything unless you fall down, right? Dust yourself, get up, fall down. Like it's, the good old saying about failure, right? Failure is the only way to lead to success. Okay, said enough. Tell me, do you like these behind the band things? I'll do more. We'll do some acoustic ones. I'm going to kind of keep pushing out some new content ideas for you guys. But that's it, man. You guys are amazing. I can't believe the channel's growing. But yeah, go start a band. Go play a solo night by yourself acoustically and then meet people there and play and share your stories on here. My biggest passion is helping you guys get better. And I want to get better too. We will never be the best. There is no best in this beautiful instrument guitar. There's just different. It's art. It's our own interpretations. It's what we do. All right, drop Jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Definitely tell us where you're watching from. And drop some comments like what can I do spin-off wise from these playlists that you'd like me to see making into other videos. Like I said, maybe we can do some song breakdowns. Maybe we can take some of these songs and blend them into new songs. But I got lots of new ideas coming out. And just keep going. Only you can stop you. Don't stop. But go play with somebody right now. I want you to get on it. Tomorrow, tonight, this week, find somebody you can play music with. Even if you jam a few cowboy chords, that's where it starts. And it's one of the most fun things. It's one of the biggest rushes. And I've done a lot in life that you can have. It's just unbelievable. All right. And I want you to feel that experience. Peace.